Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us. I'm kind of afraid to even get into this next segment.
Well, there are some times where you should just leave some topics to the professionals when it comes to responsive web design, inbound marketing, content marketing, and social media marketing. We do have an expert in the studio. And so whatever Eric and I said previously, swipe that from the record, because we have Daryl Stern, president of Stern DMB, in the studio with us. Hi, Daryl.
Good morning. Thank you for having me again.
We're so excited to have you. Now, Eric's a little fearful about some of this little marketing stuff, and we truly are not the experts when it comes to marketing, inbound marketing, responsive web design, and all of that. Do you find that there are people that are just they're just nervous about being online like that?
Well, that's what I want to talk about is two things, fear and assumption. We were all at the Tommy Wolf event, and by the way, if you want to have the best MCs for your event anywhere in Colorado or the country, please have Angel and Eric do it. They did an outstanding job. Eric got up there and did amazing magic illusions and everything. I mean, the two of you were just amazing. But what I noticed was a lot of people got up and said, one particular person said, well, I'm afraid if I do this, people will think I'm this. I don't want people assuming I'm that. I don't want people thinking I'm this when I'm that. And my response is, who cares? If they're starting a conversation with you,
people are thinking about you. That's a good thing,
thinking about you. They're contacting you and they're saying, "Hey, can you help me with this? Are you a this?" Well, that's that marketing is just the art of starting meaningful conversations. So I don't care how people come to me or start talking to me. If they're talking to me, I've got an opportunity to talk to them, make a connection, and possibly, have them as a strategic alliance partner or a client.
All right, and I agree with everything you said. P.T. Barnum said there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Right.
But let me take the other side of the fence, if you don't mind.
Okay.
You want to market and be known as what you are.
Right.
So should that not be the way that we are engaging in this inbound marketing?
Well, most definitely. And when you talk about when is it time to update your website, or when is it time to a lot of people, and I've heard stories about, we read on our website, we run it, we think we need to redo it, and then nothing really happens in terms of the growth of their business.
Right.
And really what I take a look at and see is, are we, as Tommy Wolf points out, several times in her presentation, was do we have our niche market defined? Do we understand who we're specifically trying to talk to? And then what I love to do is reverse engineer your potential clients' their customer pain points. In other words, you are the solution. So what's the problem? And a lot of people just talk about what they do and what they can solve and what the features are of their business, and not what the benefits are to their audience.
Since you brought it up, I think this is a very integral point for inbound marketing and our understanding of inbound marketing, and you're an expert at this. What is the difference between features and benefits? Because it's one of the things, the drum that you bang the loudest, is you're always talking about features, but we need to talk about the benefits. What's the difference?
Well, sure. The features of my business are you will rank higher on Google, or you'll have more traffic to your website. But the benefit is that your business will grow. You'll start more conversations with your target audience. Your lead conversion rates will go up, and you'll have more business. You'll grow from it. So that would be a message that I would put out there.
Features in other words, are what you do. Benefits are what I get.
Well, sure. One of the top things that I like to put out is, are you spending more than $3,000 or $4,000 a month on Google AdWords or click things or advertising, and you don't know if that's actually doing anything? I mean, a lot of people think that they can go pay someone to go do their marketing or go do their this, or they go do their SEO, or even design their website. And the person takes the money, they go do something, and I've actually talked to, business leaders who say, well, yeah, something's going on. We pay the bill every month, and they don't really know. So it's very important when you're putting together that type of, inbound marketing plan, to figure out a way to put out the exact message that will attract the right people, and then track it, as you pointed out, Eric, in Google Analytics and other tools, all the way through to who actually bought. And then from there, why did they buy? What messages worked, from the tweet or the Facebook post to the blog to the everything all the way through. Then we're doing real marketing. Then we can go at the end of the month and say, hey, this worked, this doesn't. Let's do more of this and scratch that other brilliant idea that we thought was going to work but didn't.
Well, and Daryl, I think that we are not great at tracking and figuring out where and which part is working. We've got so many pieces to the pie or to the puzzle, so to speak. And and so we're having I'll have people that say we're having a banner year, banner month, business is booming. It's so great. So we're going to stop these other things that we've been doing.
Right.
And it's like, well, how do you know that the Twitter piece isn't working or the social media? They're going to get off social media. It's a lot of times what they'll say, I'm going to stop. That's just wasting my time.
Right.
We're doing really well. We've been doing all of this marketing. Now we're going to stop marketing because we're doing so well. Do you ever see that?
Right. But the problem is, to market your business, you have to tell people what you do, and you have to tell them over and over again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and if you don't know, I've had people tell me, well, Twitter's not for me. And it was funny because Kevin, the LinkedIn leader at
Kevin Knievel,
right, he got up there and he started to say, well, you guys think, Twitter is just for Britney Spears and pages of SpongeBob.
Right.
And my friend who was sitting next to me, the gout killer, tapped me on the shoulder, like, see, that Twitter thing, right?
Right.
And then he went on to say,
yes,
Twitter is a gold mine. And I tapped him back on the shoulder, saying, see?
Yeah. No.
So we never have had the ability to specifically target the people that we want, to communicate with. But everything does have to be, thought through. Like Kevin was telling us, was showing us how you can search on LinkedIn for who you specifically want, to find who's in your target market. But you better be sure that you have that message well written out. It's not just, hey, please follow me. I sell toothpicks and you like green, don't you? I mean, it's not going to work. People are going to see right away that you're, a bit green, quote unquote,
yes,
in terms of marketing and promoting yourself.
The benefit of knowing who your target audience is and who you're going after. For years, people have come to us and said the reason that we partner with the Experience Pros Network is your audience. It's the people who are listening and the people that you connect with. And that's the thing that you are an expert at, helping business owners get their message get the right message to that audience. So if you know who your audience is, you know how to talk to them.
Well, sure. And also, everything that happens in your life, everything that a person that you meet could be a valuable strategic alliance, maybe you take a picture of them with you and them at an event, write a blog about it. Put it on your Instagram, which I just learned a lot from another young lady named Jennifer who runs the Swing Golf Clubs, right? Which is the golf club for women here in Colorado.
Right.
About Instagram and how every event in your life can be a blog, can be a message that you put out there. And those types of connections that you make, don't just, you know what I'm saying? Don't just take the picture, take the notes, and go home. Everything that happens can be something that's part of your PR and that's part of your marketing campaign.
It's all PR, it's all marketing, if you can bring it all together. And it doesn't all have to be fragmented. I'm doing this over on Twitter, I'm doing this on my website, and I'm doing this in person. You bring it all together under really one umbrella. All right, so responsive web design, you truly are the expert. Inbound marketing, content marketing, social media marketing. Daryl, what's the best way for people to get in touch with you?
You can call 303-353-4354. Or follow me on Twitter at Stern.DMB, as in Design Market Brand. And then the website is Stern.DMB.com.
303-353-4354. Daryl Stern, the president of Stern LLC, Stern.DMB.com. Always a privilege to have you in the studio. Thank you so very much for your insight today.
Thank you. You guys are the best, and keep spreading that positive love for business all over the country.
That's what we'll do.
Daryl does all of the Twitter and is helping us with our inbound marketing as well. When we talk about, is it time to get a new website, Daryl has come on as part of the team, and we're so grateful for you. Thanks so much.
Well, thank you. It's an honor to work with you both.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere when we come back. More positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.